Hello, how's it going? Few things before we start painting. Gotta varnish a few things. Gotta do resin or a second resin coat on a couple things. How's it going? Happy Thursday. I'm just waiting for more of you guys to get in here before I varnish that one. Because that was the one that I told you guys I'd wait for you with. So, oh yeah, Friday for you. Almost. A couple more hours. Yeah. I wasn't originally gonna do the yellow, but as I was doing it, I was like, this is actually the pattern of the month for May. Yeah. So you guys didn't see that one because it's a written pattern. But okay, so for those of you guys who have been following along, I have been experimenting. So black base like normal. I went over it with liquid diamond, which is just Duraclear high gloss and some hollow pigment powder, just to make it nice and sparkly. And then after that dried, I went over it with ultra matte Duraclear so that I could draw guidelines on it. Wiped away the guidelines, and now when you varnish it, it should bring back the sparkle a little bit more. Um, this will get resin, so it'll get even more sparkly, but the top coat should yes. Hold on. Look at that. It brings back the hollow. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. So obviously, once I put resin on this, probably tomorrow, gonna let this dry a day before I do that. It should bring back even more sparkle because the resin seems to just, make it make it even more sparkly. You went to the right place this time. Yeah, I changed my schedule to make sure everything matched up for the rest of the month. So we'll let this sit. I do have something that has the mat on it, so in case anybody wants to see kind of like a before and after. Okay, so we've got to do some resin, not on these, but we have to do some resin. So while these dry, I'm gonna set these, we'll put these aside. We're gonna see which things need a second resin coat because I did some resin without you guys, so okay. Yeah, exactly. It just adds a little extra something something without it, being too sparkly, too shiny. I know, I'm super busy this month too. All right. Hopefully all of these are good, so let's just see. Oh, almost perfect, but right there. So because I'm just super okay, this one will get a second coat, so we'll set this aside. Oh no. Yes. Moose, I think the only coaster that's left is the pink butterfly one. I have some rainbow ones, but those are for next month, so they won't get posted until next month. Ooh, this one's pretty. I love the blue shift on the wings. Hell yeah. So pretty. Okay, that one's good. Ooh, I'm excited for this one. Whoa. The rainbow on the clouds turned out amazing. So pretty. Love, love. Okay. This one's the one with the little flowers. Hey, Karen. Yeah, I don't know what else is coming in unless you wanted the tool holder. I got more of those in today. Pretty. That one's good. That one has like a fuzz or something, but that's there for good, so oh well, still pretty. And then here's the other bee, the honeycomb bee. This one looks like it's Gucci. Beautiful. Yeah, so these are Christmas ornaments. I have quite a few on my website already. These are the new ones though, so they won't be posted probably until about tomorrow. Because I still have to like finish the backs, hang a ribbon on them, all that kind of stuff. And I did this resin last night, so even though it's cure to the touch, it's not like cure, so I still have to be a little careful to make sure I don't leave any like nail impressions or fingerprints or anything. So, all right, so those ones are all good. I have a couple other boxes to look through. This one's really just got one. It's just a coaster. Um, and some like bunny earrings because I had some leftover resin. Ooh, this one looks good. I think we started this on Facebook, right? These are 36. Coasters are 30. Looks good, looks good. Beautiful. All right, one more box. I think I need to get a new box because I feel like it's perfect except right here, so we'll just turn it. Same thing. I need to turn it a little bit more. Could be worse. And this one, dome coat wise is good, but little cat hair, little cat fuzzy. I did, yes, I did. So these will all need a second coat. Pretty sure that's it. So we'll mix up some resin. I don't think I have anything else that needs a resin coat. Just gonna pour or pull this off. And so that's 175, 171, 172. I don't know. Do we count this one? I guess we'll see. I don't have any frogs, but I can get frogs made. Weren't we up to like 179 or something? 176. Okay. 778, 7, yeah, okay. So I have to number these just so I don't forget. We have 180 done. Yeah, as soon as I said that, that made sense because the four that don't have numbers on them make 180 because this one with this one, right? This one was 180. I'm trying. All right. So for those of you guys who missed it, we did add varnish over. So this is what it looked like before. And then it's still drying, but you can see that it's nice and sparkly again. So it did exactly what I wanted it to. So once that dries, probably tomorrow, I will put a second resin coat. All right, so let's mix up some resin. Yeah, I don't think I made any more since then. But I did color a few in today, so we'll probably work on those tonight. Not counting coasters as ornament count, but just for funsies, I have a picture album going and I'm putting them all in there as I go just to see how many I can make, which I mean, I'm not really trying to, but I did. Yep, I used the ultra matte and then I varnished over it with triple thick. I do. Yeah, I really like it. And I mean, I used on this one, I did one of my pigments behind everything. It's hard to see, but instead of it being black, it's like a sparkly blue. Real pretty, real pretty. I did. I did. Sure, I'll show you guys that afterwards. Because I made some swatch cards and well, a swatch page. And I kind of compared some colors that we already have. She got her surgery. She got it. Ugh. I got a gallon of resin this time, and it's so heavy. So heavy. I need to get like smaller bottles to pour it in. Potentially. What do you guys think? You guys like the Ultramat? I don't know. Busy, I guess. Um, who I can't remember who it was. Someone asked me if I would wait to do resin until I went live. Are you in here? I literally I don't remember who it was. Hello, hello. Yes, I need to get some. I typically don't do a gallon, but I've been going through resin so fast that I was like, I might as well. So I'm gonna set this in warm water in a second, but I like to mix it up just a little bit. That's okay. I screwed up, Kim. I ordered it Tuesday night because for some reason on Tuesday night I thought it was Wednesday and I was like, "Oh my God, I forgot." Like I'm scrambling because I have a theory that the place that I order from if you order in the middle of the week, they get it out like that. But if you order over the weekend or close to the weekend, they don't ship it for a couple days and then it takes like a week or more to get to me. So I was scrambling, and then I didn't think about it until Wednesday morning. I got a message saying, "I can't find the UVDTF order form." And I was about to say, like, yeah, that's because like you missed the order. And then I was like, wait, I placed the order a day early. Um, so it should be here like soon though, because I already got like a shipping notification the other day. So hopefully by like the weekend. And I did order extra. So once I get everybody's pre-order situated, I'll post the extras. So I'm just letting that sit for a little bit. What can we look at? Oh, let's look at the deco art colors, shall we? Okay. So I got all of the deco art colors in, the new ones. I had the first 8. So these are the first 8 that we got last year for the 40th anniversary. And then they added 4 more colors, so a total of 12, right? Um So here are I like to do a swatch of the new colors with a couple of, like, the colors that we have already just to kinda see how close they are, especially when they're dried down. So the first one in each one is gonna be the new color, the one with the star, and then the rest are colors that, like, we already have. So, like, Muse is different, but it's a little bit, like, I feel like it's closer to Purple Rain. Purple Rain's still more purpley, but this isn't like frosted plum color either. So it's still like a nice creamy purple, which is good because some purples I feel like aren't that great. They dry a little dark or they dry a little translucent. So I do really like that color. Atmosphere is cool. I feel like we just don't have a color like that, and I feel like the light's kind of washing it out. It is like a purpley gray. I guess right there kinda looks it might be a little bit lighter than it actually is. Um, really? Did you try Jenna 15? You can see that Wisteria is really light. Morning Mist is, like a purpley grayish color. Obviously, that's a lot lighter. After Dark, there really isn't one besides, like, black, I guess that would be similar to it. This is like a dark purpley blue, but you can't tell because it dries so dark. So I would consider this color a no-no color. You guys are used to following me, you know I have a no-no list, which is paint colors that we don't really like. Odyssey is creamier. It's definitely like a grayish, bluish, dark teal color. I stuck my finger in it by accident. So we don't really have a color close to that either, but I did want to show you kind of like the other bluish, tealish, grayish colors. Um, this technically would be a no-no color because it dries really dark. However, if you put the extreme glitter over top, that would look so cool, like the hologram. So we're gonna keep that in the back of my mind because I feel like it could look really cool. But yes, it dries very dark. Mountain Mist was one that I thought was going to be similar to Blue Mist, which they discontinued. Surprisingly, not as close as I thought it was going to be. It's actually closer to Colonial Blue. It's like a lighter version of Colonial Blue, so it's like a bluish grayish kind of color. Then we have Juniper, which I needed to mix up better, but that's like a green. Um, obviously Eucalyptus leaf would be, like, somewhere on the same, like, same level as that, just obviously lighter, Green Lagoon, lighter, more blue. Indigo Pop, there are a lot of blues that are similar. I would say it's the most similar to True Blue, but it's more creamy. Like, True Blue has a tendency to do a little be a little translucent if you don't use enough. This is nice and creamy, so I do really like Indigo Pop just because I was afraid it wasn't gonna, turn out really well. Hold on. We'll go through the other ones after I'm done with this because I don't want my resin to start seizing up on me. But yeah, I mean, pretty impressed. I would say that there's probably 2 colors in there that I would use very often, which would be After Dark and Odyssey. The rest of them are really nice and creamy. They dry down super nice. Um, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. But we'll go through the last 1, 2, 3, 5 of them after this. That's weird. I wonder why. I wonder if like the page is like if they're having like an issue because it should be working. That's okay. Creamy means, it dries nice and opaque. So, like, think of how maybe okay, I guess we have yellows, right? There are some really good yellows that dry down super nicely, and then there's some yellows that don't, bright yellow, for example. Bright yellow is notoriously on the no-no list for me. Same thing with bright orange. They look pretty in the bottle, but they don't dry as nice over black. So when I say it's nice and creamy, it means that whenever it dries, it sits on top of a black background really, really well, and it doesn't really change color, if that makes sense. Nice and opaque. I guess I don't really know what I would say, like, the opposite of creamy would be in terms of, like, the translucent ones, but yeah, creamy like ice cream or not creamy like popsicles. It does. Yep. Mhm. So that's why I wanted to make sure that I uh took it out of that hot water bath. So this is a two-part epoxy or resin. Epoxy resin, I don't know. But it's not a fast cure or a fast set. So I do have more work time with this than I would with a fast set. Typically with a fast set, you don't want to help it out by warming it up a little bit, but I like to warm this up because it helps the bubbles come up and it helps it kind of thin out a little bit more, which makes it easier to pour and easier to pop any bubbles. I appreciate it. Oh, so yeah, no, it does I mean, it doesn't heat up I mean, it probably will eventually, because resin cures by a chemical reaction between the A part and the B part being mixed together. That's what starts that chemical reaction, it creates heat, and eventually it'll, like, cure hard. So it does cure the same way, but it doesn't get hot while I'm handling it, like, I feel it getting warm, but I also had it in hot water. Um but I've never had a flash cure with this. Yeah, this is perfect for. I've never had a flash cure with resin rockers before. Honestly, their resin is just so freaking good. It's expensive, but it's honestly the best resin I've ever tried. And I've tried a bunch. I've tried a bunch. So, all right. We've got to do the final layers on these. Hopefully this is the last because this already has two coats and I typically don't like doing more than two if I can avoid it. So, make sure these are sitting nice and flat. Okay. So I'm just gonna carefully but quickly push my resin right to the edge. Now, since this has two coat or it has one coat already on it, um, you will probably see some resin pour over the sides. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We can fix it. I won't fix it until it cures, but I'm not gonna stress about it. That's why I have it on one of these mats because it keeps them raised up and any resin that drips will kind of go in the little crevices and it won't really stick underneath my piece. So the cleanup will be pretty darn easy. So I'm going quick just to avoid dust and cat hair and whatever other floaties are just floating through the air. So, um, so it could, but it's more of like a chemical burn, and that's different for everyone. Typically, like, if I've ever gotten resin on my skin, I wipe it off really fast with some rubbing alcohol, and I'm good to go. But, like, if you have everyone's different. You could be totally fine with resin for years, and all of a sudden you'll start to develop, like, an allergy to it, which is like a rash, contact dermatitis, and that can happen to anyone, which is why they say, like, wear gloves, you should be wearing a mask, you should be wearing long sleeves. I'm about to sneeze. But you kind of have to take that risk. My sister is a tumbler maker, or she was. Um, and she was not using the same resin that I use. And they're all different, especially like craft store resins. So she eventually did develop an allergy. I've pretty much only used resin rockers since I started. I mean, there were a couple months where I used other brands and craft store brands and stuff like that. But I've been using resin rockers because just their quality is so much better. And they have low/no VOCs, which give that a little Google. That is one of the important things when you're looking at resin. You want to have low or no, because that really helps with, you know, people having reactions to it, not saying it won't happen, but, and this is not like, coming from them at all. This is me saying it. I don't know anyone who's used resin rockers that has shown a contact dermatitis allergy. That's not to say that it won't happen because it's still resin, but, um, I feel like theirs is just top notch, you know? It's one of the reasons it's so expensive, I feel like. So, and even their UV resin is great. So, Tracy, I don't wear a mask, and that's just my choice. But you would wanna wear one of those, like, gas masks, you know, with, like, the filters and everything, you know, you look like Darth Vader. That's the kinda mask you wanna wear when you're dealing with, you know, the vapors from stuff like this, you know? You should even honestly wear masks when you use spray paint and stuff like that. So, I don't, but I wear gloves, but I don't wear a mask, and that's personal preference. It's also one of the reasons, that I let these cure in airtight containers. Not only does it help protect against like air floaties, but it also kind of keeps, if there is, you know, any vapor that's happening, it helps keep it all inside and then I'm not affected by it. So I take precautions, but I don't, you know, I'm not like the best. Yeah, yeah, you can like really like never you don't you really can't smell it. My like you know how some resins just smell like musty? That's the best way I can describe it. It smells musty. Theirs doesn't. The ones from, like, Hobby Lobby, like, or well, it's not just from Hobby Lobby, but what's the brand called? Alumilite? Alumilite is the brand that my that an I a lot of people were using, and they were, like, having chemical reactions, but it's a cheaper quality epoxy, you know? It's, like, craft store brand, and it's really stinky, like, I feel like the stinkier the resin, the worse it is for you. So, anyways, so I'm just going over it with my lighter. Pop in some bubs. This is starting to flow over, but like I said, I'm not really worried about it. I'll fix it later. So I'm going to close this up because I want to protect against air floaties. I'm gonna get down to eye level too. You can't see it, but I'm just kind of like looking, moving my head, seeing if like the light hits a spot, like, you know, a piece of dust before I close it for the rest of the day. Yeah, Resin Rockers is just amazing. Totally worth the money. I do have a little bit left over, so now I gotta think, what am I gonna do on top of I poured too much, which happens. Usually I just poured in molds. Um, let's see. I could have swore that I had like something else to put resin on top of, but I guess I didn't. Oh, I know. I can put my final resin coat on here. Or I can try to anyways. He is. That's funny. Gonna remove these from here. You guys haven't seen this for a while. I just kind of set it in the other room and I forgot about it. So just make sure it's nice and flat. Can you just, this box doesn't really stay open. So okay, that works then. Perfect. Yeah, it's but you can see some of my dots kind of like fell through. I guess I should try to, because it's not sitting flat with all this. So they're nice. My issue with them is that they really don't um like they're silicone, but the resin really sticks to it. Like I have to frickin' pry it off. Like I'll show you before I put this back down. Um it's like it's not as flexible, but it's not ripping, which is good because the other ones I feel like rip all the time. What you guys can't see me doing is I'm heating up and kind of cutting off these resin drips from the back of this. Just doing it in my lap really fast. So like, and I would recommend doing it while, you know, it's not fully a few days cured because it's going to be a lot harder to pull off. Kind of looks like a honeycomb. So I do like it. They're just I feel like I haven't I mean, I've only been using these for, not even a week, so who knows how well they'll actually, like, hold up, but it is a lot harder to get this resin off. Typically, you can just pull it right off. So, um, these are just, like, silicone bar mats, so probably not made for resin, but it came in a 4-pack, and it was the same price as, like, some Let's Resin mats, and you only got 2 of them. So I just kind of was like, yeah, let's try it. All right, I think if it's gonna go, we're gonna do that way. And we'll just see how the direction of the resin flows and put some gloves on again. Hopefully I've got enough. Oh, it seems to be pretty flat, so. All right, we're gonna work quickly. Now, I am basically assuming that the resin's gonna flow over the side here. I wasn't 100% sure when I did this originally if I was gonna put resin on top, because there's already actually 2 coats of resin on this. 1 coat above the alcohol inks, and then 1 coat on top of my painting, and it just wasn't level, so now I'm doing a 3rd coat. So that's actually, like, way less than ideal, so I know I'm gonna get some drips. There's gonna be a ton of cleanup that I have to do on this. But if I don't fix it right now and do this 3rd coat, then I'm never gonna finish this piece. So we're just gonna deal with it, and hopefully the next time I do one, I can get it on like a nice flatter surface, and that way, the 1 coat is enough. Unfortunately for me, I think I had it a little bit unlevel well, after the painting, that coat of resin, the one right underneath this. So we're just dealing with it now. So I'm just gonna make sure all my edges and everything's covered. And I'm just kind of gonna go like this. I'm sure I'll have to clean this up in a couple days, but it's fine. Some right here. Ooh, I'll have to look, Terry. I think it was like the 16 by 11 or 14 by 11. I'll have to look. I honestly, I went back and forth between a few different sizes. I did have to cut. I didn't cut this one. Actually, this might be 12 by 12. Um, I had to cut some of them depending on the container that they were in. And this one I didn't cut. It's just kind of going up the sides. But it should be like a recent Zon purchase, so I'll be able to look. All right, now I'm just gonna smooth a little bit more. And honestly, maybe if I just do this, then I won't have to paint it. I don't know. It's hard to feel anything with my nails, though. But no, I know I'm gonna have to do a cleanup, and that's just kind of part of it, so it's fine. Maybe if I can get this nice and smooth, though. No, it's from this. It's a torch lighter. All right. Hopefully this turns out good. We'll see tomorrow. Put this wax in there. Forgot my light fell over. Move this cup of water too. We don't need it anymore. Okay. All right, now I gotta put these some. I guess we'll just let them hang out here, I suppose, because I took up the box that they were in. It's fine. Let me look, Terry. Amazon orders. They were 12 by 12. Let me add it to my tools and favorites list. No, I didn't on those. So I should have, but I didn't. All right. Second half of the colors. So marvelous, that's just water, is like a more it would be like if you mix just like a little drop of gray into carousel pink almost. It's definitely more neutral. This is the new colors, but it's I just compared some colors that already exist so you could kind of see the difference between the new colors and colors that we already have. Um, yes, it did sell. It's on you can see a picture of it on my website though. Ember's nice. It's like an orangey color. I feel like we always need another good creamy orange. There's really not much like it. Like I was trying a couple different oranges and browns and just kind of seeing. It's like a lighter creamy version of cinnamon stick, honestly. But I would definitely still like say this is orange. But you could definitely kind of go more towards like the brown orange almost. So I like this one a lot. Yuzu yellow is another one that you're like, it kind of looks the same. Yes and no. So it's really close to golden yellow, but it's got that really nice creamy of sunny day. So it's like almost if you like mix these two together, you'd get something similar to that, which I'm not mad at. We always need another good yellow. Yellows are hard to find. They're either really great or really bad. So, these are some of my most used yellows. In fact, I think they're like my only like most used like yellow colors. Not talking like saffron yellow or marigold because those are more golden orangey yellows. But like if I wanted like a true yellow color, these are usually one of the ones I go for. So, nice to have that on the list. Maybe. So these all have like a weird like neutral kind of pool to them. I don't really know how to describe it. Like you know how moon yellow or summer squash from like you can get it on DecoArt's website or it has a little it's not as yellow as the others. It I feel like it's kind of like that. Where it's still yellow, but there's some neutral to it. These are just DecoArt. Next is Whip Mocha. I totally did not mix it up well enough, so it's fine. You can still see the color. That one's an interesting one. When I was staring at my paint wall, I was like, I don't really know. Like there's a ton of like tan kind of colors and khakis and light brownish kind of colors, but we don't have many that pull more like rosy. When you think of like skin color, right? You've got like the Lebanese who are nice olive skin, and then you've got like me, I'm very fair. I have Polish in me, so I pull like pink. Like and I hate having the red pink undertones to my skin, but that's just how it is. So that's like the best way to describe it. So it definitely pulls more pink, which is nice because out of like our normal like tan beige colors, like this is really the one that pulls more pink than it does like, yellow, which obviously it's very different. And then there's blush pink, which is more pink for sure. Like this is definitely like a tannish kind of color. But it's more on the pink side. And then as you can see, like Pebble's very like cool and neutral. and that is really nowhere close. It's just kind of along the same rate, like, about the same, you know. I did know that, yeah. And then chocolate fig, I thought for sure chocolate fig was gonna be really close to Mississippi mud, but it's not. It also pulls a little bit more reddish, pinkish. It's very interesting. My light is kinda washing it out. It's not that light, like, I feel like it looks really light on camera. Um, it's definitely brown. Uh, it's kinda close in terms of, like, dark chocolate and espresso, but it's just a little bit more purpley brownish, but not like a frosted plum kind of purple, you know how they have, like, plum suede? It's not like that. It's definitely more brown for sure. So, all in all, I really like these colors for what it's worth. Do I wish that we had more vibrant? Yes. However, I don't think that these are terrible. They will, I feel like most of these will look the same. These 2 will probably look a little different. They'll still be really dark, but you might be able to see the color a little bit better. I didn't put them over a white background because I never use a white background. I feel like the majority of us will use a dark or black background, so I wanted to kind of show the colors in the ways that we would most likely be seeing them. But yeah, these 2 will be a little, you could probably see a little bit more of the color if you put it over a white or light background, but they're still going to be very, very dark. Um, Once you put like a varnish over top, it'll brighten it up slightly, but still very, very dark. So these are the new colors. And if you didn't grab them yet and you're interested, I have a 15% off code on DecoArt's website. It's Jenna15. I finally have a code. So, oh, it went so well. I'll try and show. So here's the ultra matte, right? It's pretty, it's fine, but definitely matte. And then here it is with a top coat. I'm gonna try and get like I'm going blurry on purpose so that you can actually see the sparkle because you can't really see it. I mean, it's sparkly, but it doesn't like glisten like it does. So I'm really excited to see the resin on top. So I'm sure it'll look beautiful. But yeah, nice, happy with the results. And then here's the blue one, where it's just nice and sparkly behind it. I did the same thing where I matted it out, but I used one of my pigments on top instead. So yeah, I really think that the Odyssey color, if you were to put, like, hologram extreme glitter on top, it would look pretty freaking sick. I mean, it kinda looks that way with black on top, but, I feel like you could definitely use this as a top dot color and then utilize, like, pigments or extreme glitter. You can, Gail. You definitely can. So if you go I posted a link in the Facebook group, um, but if you were to just go online and you go to the main listing that has, like, them all as a set, if you scroll down to the description, it'll say, like, "Buy single colors here," and then you'll click it, and it'll take you to a listing that you can buy the colors individually. So you don't have to rebuy the set again, you don't have to you can pick the colors that you want, the colors that you don't. Yes. Yep, Jenny, that's why. Mhm. Do I have the blank ornaments? Are you talking, like, these ones? The wood ones? Nope, just 1 coat of triple thick so far. So I was doing these earlier today, so that's what we're gonna work on. The pigment that I used, Diane, was, some of the opal pigments because I was playing with them. It's actually the same mix that I did on my nails without the little flakes. It's the base color. So it's a mix of the teal and the dark blue. I have 1 coaster prepped. Um, that's it. I was lazy busy today. I don't really know how to describe my day. I did a lot. I wrote the pattern of the month. I did a one-on-one. I put away my Easter decor. Yeah, where did I put it? Here it is. Um, I don't have the ornaments. Well, technically I do. You can get them from my website, but they're not like you won't get them from me. Like I'm not gonna ship them. 24 Hour Crafts has them, and I have their entire catalog on my website. So if you buy it through me, I get a little bit more commission, but you can't use my code. If you go to their website, you can use my code to get 10% off. So whichever way you want to do it, I do. They are 4 inch, quarter-inch thick. If you go to 24 Hour Crafts website and you type in um, etched ornaments, they'll pretty much all come up. Yeah, on the bee and the butterfly, I do my liquid diamond mixture. Where did I put my pigments? Didn't put them away like I did the other day. They're all just out. All right, so we got to add glitter on the bee wings. I used like a blue one on this one. On this one I did just extreme glitter. So I think on this one, I don't know. No, I don't know. Let's see. Maybe let's do the dark blue and see what happens. So these are the newest pigments that they'll probably get released for pre-order probably next week. I just want to get my UVDTF orders out so that I don't have a bazillion orders that are just like sitting there for pre-order. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you mix Galaxy and Aquarius, oh, it's so pretty. Oh, thank you. Have a good night. So this one, whenever it dries down, you can kind of see it has a little bit of a like a darker blue indigo kind of flash to it. So that's gonna look really cool on top of or underneath resin. So these opal ones, while some of them do look similar over black, these are the only ones of my pigments that you can use over white and have them stay like white, and they'll just flash a different color, which I think is fun. And then you can mix them too. Um, a fox or a jack, like a what's Jack's? Like a jaguar? Currently I don't have a fox one, but I was actually I'm working on new ones. The place that I get these from, I've been working with their team and coming up with like new designs. Like this bee one I came up with, the butterfly one I came up with. So, currently I have a few, um, but I can get a fox and stuff like that. I know. They're just such a pain to portion up, that's all. I like to usually send them a bunch of options instead of like one at a time, you know? I'll give them like, 5 or 10 to post. So I've got a few. I have currently like an angel. I've got a um a mermaid, a seashell, maybe what's it called? Oh my gosh. A flamingo, maybe a seahorse. So I was kind of like beachy, mostly beachy on my mind, but definitely want some more animals and stuff too, so I could try and find a good fox. I should probably zoom in just a tad. You can't really see much right now, just because I'm doing it over white, but it does kind of remind me of like an opal, you know? It's really pretty. Sparkle. Let's see what happens. Yeah, you can, I mean, the camera is just like, huh, what's going on? To me, it looks more indigo, but it's definitely white. It's just got that flash to it. They're Christmas ornaments, so I hang a ribbon with them, or you could put it in your car or something, but they're Christmas ornaments. I'm putting the dark blue. I haven't named them yet. I might just name it like pink opal, purple opal, dark orange opal. I haven't decided on a name yet, so right now I just have dark blue because that's the color it shifts. Yeah, so the dogs are hard because all the breeds are different and it's hard to get like a cute cartoon dog that kind of is for everyone, if that makes sense. That's why I did the paw print. I spent so much time looking for like cartoon dog faces and it was just it was so hard. It was so hard to find a good one. And I didn't, obviously. That's why we don't have one yet. But so what do you guys think? If I were to name the white pigments, should we just call them like the opal collection and just say like purple opal, blue opal, yellow opal, etc.? Or should we name it something different? So I think there's 12 of them. There might be 14 of them. I can't remember for sure. I also was talking to my guy to see if he would mix them. Um, and he said he would. So I'm still thinking on that too. Like I know you guys could mix them too if you wanted to. That's up to you, whether you have like one that's already mixed and then you have a plain one so you don't go through it very fast. I don't know. Okay. All right, then that's what we'll name them. I do too. I do too, especially when there's so many of them. All right. So, do you guys want to do something different than one of these? Or do you want to redo one of these ones? Oh, thanks. Lots of practice. Oh, I need to make that sparkly. Oh, I need to order. Uh-oh, I need to order some Q-tips. I'm almost out. Hold on. We gotta do that now because I'm gonna need them. What are those called? Precision Q-tips. Ooh, roses would be pretty. Yeah, that would be pretty. All right, let's see. Free delivery Saturday. I guess sure. Yeah. Okay. Q-tips are ordered, so I don't forget. Roses are pretty. Maybe we'll do like some pink and red roses. I don't know. Do bees like roses? Good job, Rosie. Hello. I know. I forgot, like, I told myself, like, I used the last of them to refill my tool holder, and I told myself, I have to pay attention to them because I don't have any left, and I have, like, maybe 10 left. So I'm gonna have to use regular Q-tips probably tomorrow. Good thing we only have 1 live. Oh, yay! Oh, did you get the purple one? The butterfly one? I guess purple and pink, I suppose. Yeah, that's true. I just feel like that's kinda boring, it would just be one color. Oh, yes, the pink butterfly. Now I do have 4, they're just not posted, because I have to save them for my VIP next month, but they're rainbow, and they're probably gonna be a set. I don't know, I haven't decided if I'm gonna do it in a set or not. And then I have these 2 that need resin. This one is the pattern of the month for next month, so but that's it. I'm low on coasters. I guess I gotta do more, huh? I gotta prep more. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. All right, so we're gonna do roses on this one, yeah? Thank you very much, Shannon. You got some tools too. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Don't know where my mini rose is. Here it is. I guess we could do a couple different sizes, I suppose. I know, I'm cutting it close. I know, I know, I know. Well, it just took a little bit of convincing, honestly, because um I had some friends tell me because I mean, the reason I didn't do coasters is because I didn't think anybody would buy them. And a few people were like, "Yeah, no, like you definitely should do some coasters." I think that you're very you're I feel like you're wrong in that thought. You should definitely try some coasters, and here we are. I don't know, I just kind of, they were like, "People like single coasters. You don't always need this." That was my main thing, whereas I was like, I don't selling coasters in a set, and they were like, "You don't need to. Like, you can sell them in singles, and it's fine." I need my water cup. All right. What color do we do around the roses? It's already out. I made one, and then, there was a Toby hair that was pretty prominent. It was like a dark Toby hair, so I couldn't resin over it again and hide it, but Paula was like, "I want it." I can show it to you because obviously I still have her box because I'm just gonna give it to her when I see her. Oh, do you mean the tools or do you mean sorry, I guess that's what you meant, not this, huh? The Highland Cow tools? Thanks, yeah. They're coming out in June. I forgot, yeah, the mini rose is in that set. Forgot about that. Yes, thank you, thank you. Green? Green background? Yeah, I think so. Couple different green colors. Because my birthday's in June and so is Dory's birthday. So we thought it would be fun to release that in June. You're like trying to get on my wavelength. Green. I did because it was one of the mystery sets for the Dotiversary sale. The Dotiversary sale, they got one extra tool that won't be in the set when it releases. Let's see, is it still in here? I might have put it away. So hold on. I think I did. I think I did put it away. So the one mystery set, the non-anniversary set, so the one that's releasing later. This was the set. So this flower will not be in the set. It'll just be these guys. This one will be in the this one we already have, right? That came out in the spring set. Or did it come out in the groovy set? Oh, now I can't remember. Anyways, if it hasn't come out yet, it will. So, oh yay! Birthday twins. But this is the Highland Cow set. So it has the mini rose, it's got a bow, little leaves, and the cow. I'm gonna use juniper for the leaves on this, I think. Oh, sometimes I wish I was in my early 20s again. I don't really know all that I would do differently. Probably just change my college path maybe to business. Hopefully. Hopefully. We've got the groovy set and like the Greek inspired set with like the swirly triangle and stuff like that. Obviously the Highland Cow set in the works. And she's playing around with the C set, but she's been fixing her printers recently. A couple of them went down, so she's been busy fixing those in her spare time, which now that I'm talking about her, I realized I forgot to text her back today. I wanted to send her a shipping label. Oops. I guess I'll do that tomorrow. So we don't want to like bombard you guys too much. This year we decided like we're going to try and do a set a month. You know, maybe there will be a month where there's multiple sets, but for the most part, we were trying to keep your wallets happy. But, some months might be different. Oh, I'm always nice to Dory. Well, I still have like 30,000 left in my college loans. Don't really want to add more to it, unfortunately. Like, I thought I had about 45 left, and then I was kinda looking at them, and I'm like, "Oh, I have a lot less left than I thought." It was actually a nice little surprise. Yeah, my issue that I didn't text her back was because I read it when I woke up, and then I started getting ready for the day, and, one thing led to the next, and then I forgot. See, that's what some people said too, like, business really isn't worth it. I just I learned a lot working in the restaurant and stuff like that, so maybe I really wouldn't need a business degree, but I feel like there's just a few things that probably would make my life a little bit easier, or, like, finance. I don't know. Um, Scott fills in the blank because he has business, finance, and accounting, but I'm a, self-sufficient lady. I like to be able to do it all on my own. Like, I love them, but, like, I've always been that person that's like, "I don't need no man." It's just nice to have one around and be loved, but, like, at the end of the day, like, I wanna be able to, survive on my own and not have to rely on anyone else, just because, well, anxiety for one, I don't want anything to happen and then me be like, "Oh, shit." But which was difficult with us because when I got let go from my job and started doing this, like, I was, like, severely burnt out, but immediately I was like, "Gotta make money, gotta figure out how to make money, like, I'm not gonna just rely on him to pay the bills." Yeah, life experience definitely is important. I mean, I'm surprised sometimes. I'm like, how did my restaurant skills, help me with this? But when it comes to like, your inventory and your profit and loss and that kind of stuff, like I was always looking at those numbers, making sure we were on track. And I'm, still doing that today, just in a different way. Hello, hello. Thank you. We need one more green. Let's do, I just hit my elbow. This color. I know. I mean, I'm looking back to what I learned in public health whenever I was kind of working in the public health land of things, the restaurant side, but like public health is everywhere. That's what I have my degree in. Um, there was so much stuff that like I was just around other people and I was like, "You're pulling shit out of your ass." And then I'd be like, "Wait, but I didn't learn this in school." There's just a ton that you have to learn doing. So, I mean, I think that the college experience was worth it, not that I was like a party girl or anything because I wasn't, but I'm glad that I got a college experience. I didn't live super far away from home. I was only about an hour or so up the highway. So like if I wanted to come home for a weekend to see my family or like work, I could, once I had a car in college. But yeah, I'm glad that I got that experience, though I feel like, at this point, I have one friend that I still talk to from college, even though I had so many really tight friends. And the only one that I still talk to pretty regularly is my best friend, my roommate. That's it. All my other friends, I'm sure we'd say hi if we saw each other, but like we haven't hung out or anything, which I feel like that's just what happens when you grow up in the world, the life starts happening, life starts lifing. People get married, they have kids, they move away, they get busy, all that stuff. Um, we've talked about this before, probably on TikTok. I don't know if we've really talked about it on here, but Sometimes I wish I didn't go to college, not because, I didn't want an education, but because of the fact that, I was raised, go to college, get a good job, you'll be successful, happy life, all that kind of stuff. But honestly, like the older I get, like money doesn't really buy happiness, right? And there's other ways to feel like fulfilled and successful in life than having a good job and making a lot of money, right? So, and that kind of thought kind of only happened after I was doing this for a little bit. And I went into public health because I wanted to be in like a health field. Because my mom's a pharmacist, my dad's a doctor. It just kind of felt like normal, or that's what I was supposed to do, was go into the health field. But I know that I didn't want to be a doctor. I know that I didn't want anybody's life in my hands. So like I didn't want to be a nurse. I didn't want to be like a paramedic or anything like that, right? But what I did know is that I wanted to help people. Um didn't want to be a therapist, So, one of the things that I learned while I was doing this, as I've been doing this, is there's a lot of people. Art helps so many people. I mean, that's why art therapy is a thing. I love that. And, over the years, there have been so many people that have reached out with like personal stories that they literally nobody owes me anything, and I don't expect anybody to, tell me their deepest, darkest personal secrets, or why they're doing what they're doing. But the amount of people that have reached out to me on their own and told me some personal things, and have like thanked me for just being here and doing what I'm doing, because maybe they were just having a dark time in their life and they just happened to scroll across me, and then they've been here ever since. There's been so many people that have reached out with a story kind of like that has made me go, all right, this is fulfilling for me. Like I don't need like a job. Like, I mean, I'm running my own business. It's definitely a job, but like I don't need to work for anyone else and make a bazillion dollars just to be successful. Like success is what you deem success to be, and if you're happy and you can pay your bills for the most part, and like your life is happy, then maybe that's what success is. It's different for everyone. Aw. And there's been a lot of people that have said that for me. And at first, like, I don't want to say I was uncomfortable, because I'm not uncomfortable, but like that seems to be something that, like, for a second it took me a little bit to adjust to, because I didn't feel like that, I didn't feel like that's how it was for people. Now, did I need this art? Yes, but it was, for me, it was more like I was just anxious all the time, and I didn't know that there was better things out there. But yeah, I mean, art therapy is a real thing, and sometimes you don't really know what you need until you're doing it, and that's kind of what happened. I'm looking for my red mix, because didn't I make like a red one time? Now I gotta find it, because I'm kind of like, I kind of want to use it on. I used it on the rose stash jar. Thank you. Thank you. It's definitely scary sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, but all in all, I'm happy that I'm doing this for sure. Aha, I found it. No, I didn't find it. This one might be okay. We'll use it because I don't know where the other one is. It would. It definitely would. I had this really pretty red mix that I made, and I'm like kind of upset that no, see, this I think is too brown. This was the red that it didn't make the cut. Is it this one? No. Uh, what the hell? I did last week. Last week? 2 weeks ago? Found it. I did recently. but they sold. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 bulb ornaments hanging on my wall. So I think I mixed a little bit of tourmaline with this. I mixed something with it because it's got a little bit of a pink shift to it. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're here. Gonna have to do micro dots, like the green micro dots, but I wanted to fill in some of these roses because I felt like we had a little bit too much negative space. Once July hits, we'll definitely be doing way more bulb ornaments. Because that's when, it's like crunch time. So, definitely still plan to have all the bulb ornaments that I did last year, but I've been really loving these because they're different and they're new and they're fun and they're pretty. I know. I'm actually like saving them, instead of putting them in my little, um, like trash bowl. I've been saving them on top of my wet napkin and using the other side. I should just use regular Q-tips if I'm just using it to mix, I suppose I should just be using normal ones. But 'cause I like using Q-tips to mix up the pigment because the pigment is heavy, it'll sink. And it's easier to get the pigment up and mixed in there with a Q-tip than it is with like a popsicle stick. So that's why I go through Q-tips all the time now. You don't have to add this little bit in on the roses, but I have been and I think it's super pretty. I like this. It's like a little bee on a rose bush. Good idea, Terry. Thank you. I like it. Keep forgetting we're zoomed though. Oh, um, looks like this. Hello in Kentucky. Aw. Yeah, that's what I do. I do the Duraclear High Gloss because it's a little thicker. Dang it, Toby. He didn't want to cuddle. Aw. Is that the same channel that had like the one pass away, or is that I'm sure there's a bunch of different of those channels out there. They're 3 inch. The bulbs are 3 inch. These are 4 inch. 4 inch, quarter inch thick. Yes, I do. Um, so I just hit you guys with my oh, this one's not signed. I guess we'll sign it now. So, um, so I paint them black and then I add the sparkly so that they're not super boring. Um, I also leave it blank in case someone wants to like customize it, if they need vinyl or anything like that. Uh, why is this not working? Aw. So all I'll do is just in the corner. That's it. So if anybody wants like a date or a name, I can. So, and that's the same thing with the other ornaments. I just put my little signature and the year in the corner. No, in the starter kit, I don't include any of those pens, but I do have them on my website. I know these ladies in here are wonderful. Well, I guess I shouldn't say ladies because there's some men too, but mostly ladies. It's an Arteza plastic nib acrylic marker. I buy them in bulk. The smallest amount that I've been able to find, which I feel like is still too much for the average person, is a set of 20, 10 white and 10 black. So I just buy them in bulk and I post them on my website. You can get like one white and one black together. They're in the tools section. Oh, yeah. You want the 3-inch. I really like those pens because as long as you let them dry, you can varnish over it and it doesn't smear. Typically when I varnish over it though, I don't use a paintbrush. I just put a little dot on my finger and just swipe over the signature. But yeah, I went through a couple different types of paint pens and none of them freaking worked. Or they all like bled and smeared after I varnished and those ones didn't. So yeah, as long as you let them dry, they're nice. Oh no, we like questions. We like questions here. Oh, I forgot a rose. Um, I restocked some of the tool holders. Like we weren't ever out of stock, but I put some new colors in today because I got some more in. Just an FYI, guys. Yeah. Oh, I was watching Survivor last night. Taking a nap. Just catching up on some scrubs too. But there definitely are some Wednesdays where I'm like, I don't feel like watching Survivor or doing anything, and I'm like, maybe I should go live. But then I'm like, no, it's your day off. I can't wait to show you guys my little project that I've been working on for the Dot Fam meetup. But I don't want to show you guys until it happens because um, they're like, I'm making something for everyone. And I don't want to spoil it. And they're also probably going to be something on my website. So I know that I'll probably influence you guys to do them as well, but I want to get them up and officially name them as mine before I show them off. But they're gonna be real cute. Super excited. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think the opals, I'll probably get them posted sometime next week. I need to like they're gonna be really hard to show the picture. Like it's gonna be really hard to show the colors of them. So I've got to make some swatch cards. I was just gonna like take the product pictures, but they look different. Because the swatch is like on their skin, which is fine, but that's not really what we're gonna be putting it over. So I need to make some swatch cards with it. Very nice. The Duraclear High Gloss Varnish, just the stuff that I mix, the rest of my pigments with. It's thicker than just regular gloss. You could use probably triple thick if you really needed to, but you gotta be careful with how much you use because sometimes triple thick, if it's applied too thick, it's not gonna dry down clear. It'll stay cloudy. But the high gloss, is great. The gloss is really thin. Um, Now, no matter what, it's gonna be not as thick as paint. It's one of those things that you just gotta get used to because 'cause they're not paint. They're just sparkly stuff suspended in a varnish. So less is more in terms of, like, the amount that you're dotting with. Uh, but if you leave your cap open, like, if you put them in one of these and it's too thin for you, just leave your cap open while you're painting for, every couple hours, and then eventually it'll thicken up, but it'll thicken up on its own over time, and the more you use it, if there's less in there, it'll thicken up pretty quickly, but I'm just used to it. It's worth it for me anyways. You should do some, like, paint pours over them or something. Your dot fix, yes. Teeny tiny dots. Heck was that? This is cute. I like it. No, I get it. It's fine. It's like when people say that they fall asleep watching me and then they're like, please don't get offended. I'm like, no, that's a compliment. It is a compliment. It means I can relax your mind enough that you can drift off to sleep. A view is a view, whether your eyes are open or not, right? At least on TikTok, anyways. I'm sure it works similarly on here too. So, two things. One, make sure you're using the fatter one because one is way skinnier than the other. Like, there's this one that's, like, super sharp, and this one isn't as sharp. If you still can't pick paint up with that, just, like, on some sandpaper, just, you know, file it, very slightly. Definitely still better for swooshing, but, sometimes I can get some micro dots with it. But it's definitely the one that's, like, more worn down and used. The newer ones can be a little harder to pick up paint for sure. Alright, I think we're good with micro dots on that. Let's get some. I think some of these are ready for top dots. Oops, almost used the wrong thing. Yeah, they don't, they discontinued them. I was able to snag some, not for a cent. Some people got lucky and were able to find them for a cent. I did not. Um, but I don't make any money on the ones like, I have some on my website, I don't make any money on them. I just have them for your convenience. Enough to cover what I paid for them and packaging, but that's it. So, is Shelby in here? I missed it. Hi. But once the ones on my website are gone, they're likely gone for good. I've been checking back to see because some people have said that they've found some at their Dollar Tree, but I know that the stores that did have them clearance them out for a cent, and they don't have them on the website anymore. You just woke up. You needed it. Really? See, I still look for those too, and I haven't been able to find them. And I don't feel like buying them on Amazon. I mean, I could if I really needed to, and I did, but then I found the ones at Ace Hardware, and I love that one. I need to get a new one. Well, technically, I should just be able to fill it up, but I'm really dumb with filling these. I don't know why. So I just spend like 7 or 8 bucks every once in a while, but it lasts a while. Let's see. Oh my god, I can't reach. Okay. I know, I gotta find where I put the lighter fuel. I don't know where it is. It's here somewhere, but as with my alcohol inks, they just disappear and I'll find it eventually. Oh yeah, are they the same? I mean, I had a Zippo when I was younger and I used to fill that thing up, but it's different. You just soak the little pad. Like, from my understanding, you just put the little thingy in the hole and then you press down evenly and it's supposed to fill up, but mine doesn't. Or it will fill up and then it doesn't work. I don't know. Oh, you did? Okay. I'll have to look. Oh. Hmm. I just kind of I just thought it was all the same. The holes all look the same. Yeah, that's what I did, and then it just never lit. I did it to 2 different ones and they didn't work. I was like, I don't know. Oh wait, do you think it's in here? Hmm. Trying to think like where I would put the lighter fluid if I did put it anywhere. Nope, it's not here. It must be in the other room because I don't know. Oh, the picture just came through. Let me find it. I saw it somewhere. Probably on the other account. Thank you. Terry suggested we do the roses on this one, and I think it was such a cute idea. Oh. And they're like the blowtorch flames. They're not like the dinky, like whisper, like, flappy flames, you know what I'm talking about? 'Cause I'm picky about that. I do, always. Always sand your wood even if you think you don't need to. Just helps the paint sit better. You get nicer dots that way. Lots and lots of sparkles. Yeah, I'll have to see if I can't find it. 'Cause, like, I know where those lighters are. I saw them the other day. I can't remember if the lighter fluid is with them, though. Okay, this one is done. Yeah, yeah, let me know. Alright, so we got these 2. I had to do another purpley blue teal one because yeah. And then this one I did orange and pink. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I don't think they can fill them. I think it's, not able to be shipped that way. I did. Well, this was a mix of the blue and the teal together, and this is a mix of the teal and the dark blue and the teal, and this is the teal and the purple. And then this one is, I think it's the mix of, Galaxy and not Aquarius, yeah, Galaxy and Aquarius, but I put one of the opals in it, so that's why it's a little bit more sparkly than, like, color shifty. I don't know, I was just playing around. But the main reason I got the opals is because I wanted a blue, like an actual blue, and, we didn't have one yet. But, of course, if I was ordering one, I was gonna order all of them because why not? So purple flowers, you say? Okay. Oh, I should have done the half flowers first. Oh, well. It really is. It's like, just endless, endless colors. I mean, you guys know I like mixing paint, so this is just that's just another fun thing I can do. Mhm. It looks like a fire opal. Like, it kinda just reminds me of one of these. That's why I got it because I was like, "Hell yeah." Whoops. Didn't dip that one enough. Go. Mhm. I think I'm gonna put, not yellow centers because I feel like that's kinda too vibrant. I almost wanna do, like, the blue the blue centers. Where is it? I put it away? What? No, I didn't. I did. I put it away. Okay. Let's do teal and dark blue. Need to make more, but you can see how much thicker this is, now that it's, like, kinda empty. So and you don't need a lot. That's why I haven't made more yet, because I don't need to. Yep, I like it. Not that I didn't think that I would, but or didn't think that I wouldn't. Very pretty. They are pointy. So, it's a little bit easier to do cleanups with, um, than just like a bulbous Q-tip. They're pointy. I know. So pretty. And they're just gonna sparkle so nicely under resin. So they're kind of all white, but they shift different colors over white, if that makes sense. So I don't have like a white one. I guess that would just be sparkly, but I could ask my guy and see. I feel like no matter what, it's going to be iridescent of sorts. But all right. What color dots? Green? Blue? Light purple? Why, that is the question. I don't know. Hmm. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Yeah, I'm just super picky. Not all pigments are the same. Because there's a difference between like a pearl white and like a sparkly white, bright green. Oh, I don't know. I kind of want to do light purple. Let's do light purple. 'Cause I've done a lot of green butterfly ones. Let's do like wisteria, and maybe we'll use atmosphere too. And then we can top dot with some other colors if we want to. Okay. I know there could be so many different decisions. I feel like this one, I want it to be nice and cool tone. I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling it now. I wanna make sure I'm not losing the flowers. That's why I'm not using, like, a darker purple. Um, I wanna keep them a little bit lighter. This is one of the new colors. Hey, what's up? Sorry, I was looking down. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. It would have been light blue or light purple, not like dark blue. And of course I'll probably add sparkles on top. Yep, this one's atmosphere. I have a feeling that the more I use the new colors, the more that I'll like them. Not that I don't like them, they're not as bold as I like, bold, I guess vibrant, I guess is probably more the term. But I mean, we got really vibrant ones last year, coral buzz and lavender haze, so I guess it was time to kind of mute them down a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably do one of them with like a sparkly blue because it'll be light. It won't be that dark since these colors are lighter. I know, I know. I screwed up. I started too small. Oh well. We'll keep going. Oh, there's a paint bugger. No. Um, in this case, like I don't know if I want to use light yellow though. The grayish purpley color is atmosphere. It's one of the new colors. It looks kind of gray from here, but I mean, it is, I mean, it still kind of looks gray, but it is purple. It's like a purple gray. Uh, Probably not, because Paula has been stomping around with Stormy in Utah. Although, is today Tina's wedding or is it tomorrow? Oh my gosh. No, Tina's wedding is soon. I don't think it's happened yet, though. Yeah, something like that. I don't remember. She'll be here. So like everybody's gonna be here the 24th through the 26th. The 24th is a Friday. I think she'll be here that Wednesday. So she'll like the 22nd or something. I'll have a couple days I'll have her for a couple days to myself. Oh, it probably will. I'll have to approve it. Yeah, I know. She was saying that last night. I haven't seen Jeanette yet today, so I haven't asked her if they actually went. I was on the phone with Paula last night. They I guess we're going to Texas Roadhouse. But they were on the highway driving through like the mountains and stuff of Utah, so she lost service. The call dropped eventually. So I haven't even asked her how she liked the Texas Roadhouse rolls with the cinnamon butter. Yum. So, yeah, I don't know. No, they went. But she's like, "I'll probably wanna go again." I guess they were in there for about 2 hours. Um, it was pretty funny. You know how, like, when you walk into Hobby Lobby, it's, like, the lobby area where they have, like, I don't know, they'll have the Christmas trees there during Christmas time and whatever else they wanna put out there during the normal year. Right now, they've got, like, donkeys and cows and other stuff, so she was like, that kinda stuff was catching her attention, and then she finally, like, went in and she goes, "Oh my god, it's so big." And I texted her, "That's what she said." Um, I told her that Scott said that, if she thinks that's big, I gotta take her to the at-home store because it's, like, easily twice the size. And Paula was like, "No way." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, you're probably not gonna probably buy anything there because it's definitely more like home decor and stuff." I said, "But that's where I got all those fancy flower pots, so, you'll probably want to walk around there and see." But, no, we'll probably still go to Hobby Lobby maybe Friday night or Saturday night. So Friday night is when everybody's coming in, and we're gonna make, like, friendship bracelets and just kinda, like, hang out and stuff. Um We might go out to dinner. So, like, everything's out that way. So if we wanted to kinda hit up Hobby Lobby for a little bit, we could. Yes. I don't know if they have the flower pots this year. I haven't been in there for, like, a couple months. Last time I was there, it was super snowy, but they had some left over from last year, but most of them had, like, chips and cracks in them. Or it was what it was You Grow Girl, I Wet My Plants, and Love Grows Here. Um, it was mostly all the You Grow Girl, which I like that one, but it's my least favorite out of the 3. So, and I still have, a nice handful in the other room because Scott and I, we went hunting for them last year, and he was like, "Just buy whatever they have." So, I still have some, but I don't know what new stuff they have this year. And I think it can vary from store to store too, you know? Who knows? The one that you might go to might have a bunch of them left over from last year, but maybe my store is completely empty. 'Cause, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they brought them back. They don't always bring back the same stuff, unfortunately. Hobby Lobby does, though. I feel like Hobby Lobby has the same stuff a couple years in a row. I mean, there's new stuff too, but there's certain things that you can get each year. Like, I'm pretty sure those little resin bunny things, those I think were there the year prior as well. Yeah. Like, I feel like they always have the little wooden ones with the glitter resin on top for different seasons, and I'm pretty sure those bunnies were there last year. I just didn't, didn't paint anything on them until this year. It's something that I call liquid diamond. It's not technically a real product. Um, it's Duraclear high gloss varnish with so stay tuned. I had a different place that I used to get it, but I found my own. Yeah, mine hasn't had them for a while. Mine has mostly like the fuzzy stuff and like the plates and stuff like that. It was all pretty much condensed to like one aisle. And all like 4th of July had like 4 aisles worth of stuff already, which I'm not a huge 4th of July person, so meh. I might paint a couple things since it's the 250th anniversary or something. I mean, hopefully he was undercover police. You never know these days. Or loss prevention. Does Hobby Lobby even have that? I don't know. Yeah, yep. Michael's has a lot. My Mike, well, I guess I haven't been to mine, but the one, the bigger one, that one had like a teeny tiny bit left. Oh, I still have some. I just packed up a box of them so that I could have them for next year. I put away my Easter stuff today. So my apartment is a little bit boring. I mean, it's clean and less cluttered, but we're back to typical cat mom kind of decor. That's my like standard decor when there's nothing to decorate for. And then I put some of my mandalas up on that wall near my couch because I don't really have space for them. The next holiday I'll probably decorate for is Halloween. Last year, I decorated for Halloween on July 1st. I don't know if I'll decorate that early this time. I was kind of sick of everything by the time the summer was over, and then we still had, fall. Because I've got so many ghosts that I put up, and I'm excited to see what I find this year. Not trying to rush Halloween or anything because I feel like after that, Christmas is just come and gone real fast, but it is a little fun during the summertime because that's when all the Halloween stuff comes out at like TJ Maxx and stuff. So I like to go there and look. You really find the best stuff like mid-July, early August. So pretty sure that we have our 5 ornaments done for this week already if we finish this one. Because we did this one and that one, definitely. I don't remember if this one was one of the ones we did this week or not. I can't remember. But then we did this one, so that would be number 3, number 4, number 5 at least. Yeah. So maybe we'll do some glitter ornaments on Saturday just for funsies. I don't know what we'll do tomorrow. Maybe we'll do some coasters again. Did they really? I was just at mine. Mine didn't yet, but I'm sure they will. Because they start putting out fall stuff very early. Basically, as soon as you see them start putting out the 4th of July, the pumpkins and stuff follow shortly after. But my Hobby Lobby, it looks like they're doing like a reset. I feel like they already did it, but they're doing another one. It's very sad in the paint aisle. They moved the paint across the other side and it's just like half shelf and there's no deco art anymore and it's very sad. So I might go back in like a week or so because they were really busy. I think I went yesterday. They were super busy just putting stuff out. Yeah, I did go yesterday because I had to pick up some stuff for the Dot Fam meetup. And there, I've never seen so many employees in that store before, so they were all busy opening boxes and moving stuff around. Oh yeah, I still have a pack of the napkin rings sitting there. I forgot. It's good to have for next year. I'm trying not to do that like I did the past few years because that's how I just have so much stuff that I don't know where to put. You guys should see how many plastic ornaments I have. I mean, and my sister just gave me like probably 400 more. They're in my trunk in my car because I can't. I don't have anywhere to put them, unfortunately. So they're harder to find right now. I call this off season. No craft store will have the disc shaped ornaments for at least until probably July or August. If you look on Amazon, you want to search the disc, search 3-inch disc shaped fillable ornaments, and they'll probably come up. Some of them are, some of them are not. Like one of them I think is fire opal, and I think I used spinel maybe. I kind of mixed them. I thought I had another half flower. Maybe I don't. Poop. Didn't feel like having to clean that off, but I need to. I need to dry it off. Probably should have put one right there. Oh well. It's fine. Well, I told her I didn't really have a spot for them, but she was like, "Well, I'm giving them to you." And I was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna leave them in my trunk for right now." I mean, I'll use them, but I might have some left over because I mean, I don't even remember how many ornaments I have, how many I bought on clearance this year, but I still had some left over from last year. I didn't have many, but definitely won't have to buy any this year for sure. And I'll probably have a head start for next year too. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that soon because it's gonna start getting warm. I just don't know where I'm gonna put them. I have no idea. Oh, good, 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 good. I had some on my Amazon storefront, but I might have taken them off because um, they like were unavailable or something. The ones from Amazon, they're slightly different shape than the ones from Michael's and Hobby Lobby, but they will still fit the ornament holder or the ornament gauge. Well, I gotta clean that out because there's clothes in there. I know. I mean, I have a big bin of them that I need to go through because there are a bunch of colors that I just haven't felt like painting, and I need to just do it. I probably have at least 50 ornaments already glittered. My issue is that I always want to glitter new colors. We're gonna have to start doing what I did a couple years ago, where I'd reach into my box, not looking, and pick out an ornament, and that's the one we painted, just to kind of go through the ones that I have already glittered. Because everybody always likes to watch the glittering process. So I like to do them a lot on live, but I don't always paint them fast enough. Or I change my mind and go, I don't feel like painting that color. Christmas, like green and red, silver, white, blue, and a little bit of purple. Those colors do very, very well for me. The other colors, not so much. So those are usually the leftover colors because I'll do other colors because I get bored of those same like 5 or 6 colors all the time. I know I thought about that because they're not ugly. They're just I don't feel like painting them. That's all. I definitely thought about it. I need to do a D-stash again soon. It's not going to be as large of a D-stash because I got a lot out. But I definitely do need to do one. I know. I feel like I already used one of them, but I might not have, but I feel like I did. I'll have to look. It's definitely in the bin under my desk. Um, maybe I didn't. Maybe I wanted to. I don't know. Part of me feels like I already did though. Although I feel like you would have noticed because you watch me most of the time, so I feel like you would have noticed. So that means I probably haven't used it yet. Yeah. I mean, now that I have a nice amount of Duraclear High Gloss, and now that Tanya has some, and we can get it from her, and it's easier to find again, I feel like I don't have to look for an alternate glitter adhesive. Which I don't know if you guys know that because I couldn't really talk about it on TikTok. Um, Tanya, I don't know if she's in here. She usually is. Show yourself. She has, gotten her hands on, triple thick and Duraclear High Gloss, and she can get the other stuff too if you want as well. Um, but she has it on her website. She also has purse pendants too, the blanks. But if you use code Jenna25, it'll save you 25% off of Duraclear Triple Thick, which doesn't quite make it Hobby Lobby price, but it's less than what you can get it for on Amazon or like DecoArt's website. So just an FYI. I have her info linked in my Facebook group. If you didn't notice that I did this, I made a post and it's pinned in the featured tab, so you just might have to scroll a second. But there's a post that says like discount codes or something. And if you click into the comments of that picture, any place that I have a discount code for is its own separate comment, and it has like sometimes I have a link that'll take you right there. Sometimes I'll just have the discount code. But a quick way to get to her website is through that. Because I can't remember her website. It's like I think it might be like knitted to a T or something like that. But I have her stuff. And she's a Dot fan member. She's trustworthy, don't worry. Um, she just she just has some different suppliers from her business, and she just happened to look and notice that she could get her hands on Duraclear High Gloss, which is great. Because I don't always want to have to place an order on DecoArt's website because I don't always have to spend $50, and I hate paying shipping from them because they're expensive. So if I can't hit the free shipping minimum, then I'm not going to order. I almost didn't with the new colors, but since I got Paula a set of all the new ones, and then I just got like an extra one of the Mountain Mist and Indigo Pop and a bottle of Laguna, and then the 4 regular like new colors. And that like pushed me right over the $50 minimum, but I feel like we'll be able to go back to that other butterfly one and top dot here soon. We got 20 minutes left. Tomorrow's a TikTok day, just an FYI. I won't be back on here until Tuesday, so. All right, let's see. I think I want to do the next Facebook. So, VIP is Saturday afternoon, but besides that, the next Facebook is Monday from 6. I think it's my Facebook days are Mondays and Tuesdays, but it depends on if I have VIP because sometimes I'll be over there. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. I can't wait for that to dry. There's a paint booger in that. Dang it. I definitely want to. I'll ask her if she wants to go. I mean, it's right there, so. There you are, Dory. Dory, I was saying earlier, I got your text this morning, as soon as I woke up, and I forgot to text you back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This one's cool because it has that blue shift. I'm gonna need to make more of this because this is not working. But that purple color is kind of shining through. Um, and it just looks really, really neat. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Hold on. See, it's kind of looking more blue here, but I see like an indigo-y purple kind of color that's reflecting, which looks really neat. Oh, good. I'm loving this. Oh, that was close. Oh, yeah. Doesn't all need it, but I want to put a lot of it. All right. So I'm currently making Christmas ornaments. But this you could call dot art, since it's not a mandala, so it's just gonna be dot art, dot painting. Thank you. Shows how wonderful of a lady she was. It's like bittersweet, you know? You're welcome. Make sure to shoot me a follow. I paint all the time. I have starter kits on my website, and I share lots of tips and tricks and all the fun things and fun ideas and all that stuff. And if you have a TikTok, follow me over there too, because I'm over there a lot as well. In fact, we'll be over there tomorrow night. This one's gonna look really pretty with the resin on top. I just know it. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait to see it. I know. gonna be a blast. I was helping Linda gather some supplies for Friday night because that's when we're gonna like make friendship bracelets and stuff. I mean, I kind of tasked myself and she was like, okay. Um, I was like gonna get the string and some other stuff. And of course, while I was at Hobby Lobby yesterday, I was like, well, let me just look, you know. So I got some beads, even though she already said that she had some beads. I was like, I'm gonna get more beads. And I got a bunch of different letter beads, and I even made some just to make sure the beads fit the hole. I made myself a JGrondz bracelet, which my wrist is kind of small, so you can't really see it the whole way. And then I made a little dot fam one, which I'm gonna send to Gabrielle since she won't be there. So it's one of the new ones that hasn't come out yet. This one is the purple opal, and this one is the mix of the teal and the dark blue. Which I forgot I needed to do the pink on that. I know. I'm gonna have you guys all there in spirit. You guys are probably like, stop talking about it. I want to be there. They're so pretty. I know. Family first, fun second, you know? Hello, thank you. We did a couple things tonight so far, Sue. We did a bee surrounded by roses, and we did this purple butterfly, purple and blue. Oh, this one's gonna look so good. And then we started a pink one. We also did some resin and, stuff like that. I feel like I should have done orange centers. Oh well, it's fine. Thanks. Oh yeah, I will. I was also thinking about doing a few micro dots with the orange as well. I didn't want to do like pink and orange because I felt like that would be too much, but I am surprisingly missing some orange. I also have an opal pigment that kind of goes pink and orange. So maybe I'll use that. I know, like with as much as I hate orange and yellow, sometimes it really does just make it. Yeah, isn't it cute? We did a couple different bee ones this week. We did a honeycomb bee, which I love how this one turned out. I think this one turned out awesome. Nope. Um, I have a wall that's off my kitchen and near my hallway, and I turn on all the lights. It's just a white wall, and I hold it up. And then I pay for an app that helps me remove my background, and then I put it over a white background. I put my watermark on there, and if I need to adjust the colors, I will, but I don't like over edit. All I do is, um, if I feel like the picture that I took doesn't fully show the colors how I see them, I'll edit them to that point, but they'll never be over edited. So just a very light editing. But it's a process. That's why I try not to get behind on uploading things because, 5 pictures will take me like 20 minutes or so. And if I have more than that, it's just gonna take forever. Yeah. This is a monarch with a little bit of pink in it. I thought it'd be pretty. Some people use photo room. I don't. I started with the most random apps when I first started, and now I'm just used to using them. But you could use any like typical like photo editing software. It doesn't have to be the same ones. I will say like as long as you can remove your background, I feel like that's best. Some people hate when you do like removal of backgrounds, but I think for this art style, um I think you need a plain background, right? Yeah, I have a light box too. One of my friends, when she was my friend, uh, she got me a light box, and I used to use it quite a bit. But what really made me annoyed about it was even though it came with that little sheet that you could put over the light, I still felt like I had weird glares. And sometimes I felt like the color was like I don't know, I felt like it was either way too washed out or it had like a blue tint to it, you know? So yeah, I've resorted to just holding up my pieces and taking pictures of them, or if they can be hung up with like a nail, I'll do it. But for the most part, I hold them. Thanks. Exactly. Yeah, like I've tried changing the backgrounds or doing different things, but I'm just never happy with it. It doesn't look clean because the art should be the star, not the background, right? Oh yeah, it's so annoying. Like, why does it come with that like little sheet diffuser thing if it doesn't work? You can still see the little lights through it. If you go to 24hourcrafts.com, in the search bar, search etched ornaments, and they'll all come up. Um, you can also find them through my collection on there. There's a tab, it says like the creator collection. You can, if you, the drop down, you can click on my name. It doesn't have every single one, but it has the ones that I've had them create for us. It also has the mandala blank. There's two circles on my page. Make sure that the one that you find that you do is the one with the little center point in the center. I don't think it's on the first page, if I can remember correctly. And if you use code JGrondz 10, it saves you money and it helps me out a little bit. But I have their website linked in my link tree, which you should be able to find in my bio on here. You should be able to find it on my business page. You should be able to find it on my Instagram. Um, I think I have it featured in the group somewhere. If you go to my website, you should be able to click on a bar at the top. It's like blue and purple and pink. There's something that says like click here for my socials. That'll take you to my link tree, which has all of my links and the websites that I like and things like that. Oh, we need to clean my tools. 1/4 inch thick, and they are 4 inches. You could go smaller if you wanted, but I like the 4 inch. We don't need to be zoomed now. Gotta clean the tools, gotta clean the tools. Yeah, I mean, it took me a while to figure out the best way to do my pictures, and then once I started doing them one way, that's just how I do it now. A few of them are new. I changed these 2 out last night, but everything else is the same. Good night, Lisa. Oh, yeah, I love that one too. I was pretty easy on my tools today. The acrylic dowels, not so much. Those are a little bit more dirty. Good night, Sue. See you tomorrow. So yeah, we'll be on TikTok tomorrow night at 9:30. So Kim, you don't necessarily have to tell them anything. But if you go to you have to go to my collection. There's a tab, it says the creator tab. Click on the JGrondz collection. And there are 2 different circles within that collection. I have a couple pages worth of stuff. One of them is a regular, just round, and then the other one has the little center point of the mandala in it. You want to make sure you get the one with the mandala center. You could ask them to put a center dot, but sometimes they drill a hole and you don't always want it. I don't think it's on the first page. It might be though. If the round that comes up doesn't have a little center point, then that's not the one you want. I think it says like with center point or mandala round or something, but I can't remember. If you can't find it, shoot me a message on Facebook. I'll send you the link. It might be on like the second page. Good night, Shelby. I don't know if it allows you to filter like most recent. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. So tomorrow is TikTok from 9:30 to midnight. We'll finish up the pink butterfly ornament. But I think besides that, we're gonna I think we'll work on coasters unless you guys want to do something else. Yeah, and then Saturday is VIP during the daytime, but at night we'll be back on TikTok. So, um, either way, I'll see you guys this weekend. Thanks for hanging out with me. This live went so fast, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.